Hey everybody, I'm Jesse, and welcome to another edition of Gen X Thinks. And today I'm going to talk about Elon Musk and DOGE, because I get a lot of feedback, a lot of comments and stuff about Elon Musk and Donald Trump both. But this episode's going to specifically center on Elon Musk. Before I get into discussing the topic, I'd like to share a video with you. It's an AI created like music video, and it was created by two guys named Jason Corsi and Joshua Youngbluth. I found it online. It's going around online all over the place, and I don't know, maybe some of y'all have probably seen it already, but it's just awesome. I love it. I've watched it a couple times, and I wanted to share it with you here. So go ahead and check this out and let me know what you think. You fucker! You laughed, you mocked, you shut us down. Call us names, try to run us out. You pushed too hard, took too much. Now you're the ones who've lost their touch. You rigged the game, you changed the rules. Gaslit the world, played us for fools. But tides have turned, the storm is near. Cry all you want, we're still here. Faithful, fuck around and find out. You tried to rule, but your time ran out. Faithful, the silent won't stay quiet now. We're taking back what you burned to the ground. Censorship, lockdowns, all your control. Built your throne on a house of gold. Now you panic, now you cry. Tears don't work, truth don't lie. The games are done, the mask fell off. No more lies, we've had enough. You played with fire, now taste the flame. This time, we're naming names. Faithful, fuck around and find out. You tried to rule, but your time ran out. Faithful, the silent won't stay quiet now. We're taking back what you burned to the ground. You called us threats, you called us extreme, but we remember everything. From 24 and beyond, take your bets, 'cause guess what? We ain't done yet. Faithful, fuck around and find out. Your kingdom's crumbled, your luck ran out. Faithful, no more games, no more doubts. You lit the fire, now it's burning you down. I love Uncle Sam and that thing. Yeah, and I don't know the specifics, but I believe that they probably wrote the song, but and then entered the lyrics of the song into AI, and then just gave AI kind of a guidelines, you know, heavy metal and patriotic theme and stuff like that. But I don't know. That's just a guess. But now on to Elon Musk and DOGE. I get a lot of stuff calling Elon Musk a Nazi or a Zionist or a fascist and all this different stuff, and he's up to no good. And the first thing I'd like to say to that is that, okay, I get that. You want to call him these things. There's no proof of any of that. Let's get that out there right off the bat. There's no proof that he's a Nazi or a Zionist. You want to call him a Nazi because he did a spastic arm thing during the inauguration. Okay, that's not proof though. That's evidence. Now, I would rather concentrate on what the man has done. He has aided free speech when he bought Twitter and changed it to X. Now, that platform was heavily censored, and he opened it up. There's free speech on both sides of the aisle. You can say not whatever you want, but within reason, you can say what you want on there now. You've got to have some kind of control. You can't have people on there just saying any damn thing. But as far as political and ideas and stuff like that, you know what I mean? You can converse on anywhere on the spectrum. So I have personally witnessed him aid in the promotion and protection of free speech just by that acquisition of Twitter. Now, that does not mean I agree with every decision he's made, you know, with that platform. The other thing I'd like to say is that the stuff he's doing needs to be done. He's going in there and hacking out and exposing the corruption, the filth, the waste that's happening in our government that has been happening for decades. This should have happened a long time ago. Why it hasn't, I have no idea. Okay, this is a corrupt cancer inside our government, and it needs to happen. And I don't care if it's a Nazi that does it. What the hell difference does that make to me? I don't care as long as it gets done. Honestly, I don't care. They could have exhumed Adolf Hitler's corpse and had him shambling around up there and have him going through with DOGE and exposing this shit. It wouldn't matter to me as long as he didn't do anything else bad. What's the damn difference? Satan himself could go in there and do it. I would not care. Get it done. I don't care about Zionism or Nazism or fascism or any of those isms that Elon Musk could be. I care about what he's doing. What is he getting done? That's all that matters to me. I just had my appendix burst a couple years ago. The pain was excruciating. I literally, while I was going through that, I would not have cared if a tiger ripped me open and tore that thing out of me. I did not care. I didn't care if the doctor that did it was a Zionist, a Nazi, a fascist, whatever, a Scientologist, a flat earther. I didn't care. I just wanted it done. It needed to be done. The ideas going through the doctor's head while he's off doing his own thing on his own time did not matter to me at all. The only thing that mattered to me was getting that burst appendix out of my body and ending the pain. These are the things that kind of stuff. Oh, he's a Nazi. He said this and he said that. That fits right in there with that DEI shit in my mind. He's doing a job. That's the only thing we should be concerned about. Making up all this other stuff that he could be. Which one is it? Maybe he's a flat earther. I don't know. I know he at least he used to be a weather. I can't. I'm not allowed to say it. I'll put it down here. He used to be one of those. I don't know if he's changed his mind on that yet. If they've red pilled him on that yet. But all this, it's just crazy. And the stuff that they're discovering there, he posted a thing on X. It's like almost 13 million people, I think. 13 million people are on the Social Security roll that are over the age of 120. And a couple of them are like 200-300 years old. But these people are on the Social Security rolls, and they're more than 120 years old. Millions of them. This stuff needs to stop. I don't care if it's a rabid lion that goes in there and stops it, or if it's an alien that escapes from Area 51. I don't care. Get it done. Like Elon Musk, hate him, I don't care. I'm a handyman. I use all kinds of tools in my work. Some of them I enjoy using, some of them I despise using. But I use the ones I despise because they're the right tool for the right job. They get the shit done, even though I don't like using them. And that's just common sense. There's all this stuff. It needs to be done. We know it needs to be done. And we know all the people that are standing up crying about this stuff and waving their arms and throwing a fit because someone is actually auditing the auditors. Someone's auditing the thieves and the crooks. They are the biggest thieves, the biggest crooks, the biggest corrupt scumbags in this country. And we're finally shining a light on these cockroaches, and people are finding reasons to bitch. We called the exterminator. Now he's in there doing his damn job. So if he didn't wipe off his shoes, or if he has a rebel flag on his jacket or whatever, get rid of the bugs and get the hell out of here. I don't want to hear all of his religious views and all of his, political views and all his whatever ist or ism he's a fan of or whatever, all this stuff. Just get rid of the bugs and get out. If he does a good job, I'll hire him again. If he comes in here and starts messing around and spreading fascism and shit in my house, then I'll never call him again. It's that simple. We knew that Donald Trump was going to have Elon Musk do this before we casted our vote. And whether you like it or not, whether you voted for Donald Trump or not, the vast majority of people in America did vote for Donald Trump and Elon Musk because we wanted him to go in there and root out those criminals, root out that corruption, expose that shit and bring that shit to an end. Hack all of that cancerous shit out of our government. Fire all of those useless federal leeches. Fire them. Get rid of them. If we have FBI agents kicking in Amish people's doors because those people are trading raw milk with other Amish people or selling raw milk to their neighbors, then we've got too many FBI agents. That's just a fact. If they have enough time on their hands to spend American taxpayer money on that shit, then there are just too many of them. Get rid of them. And that's across the board. We have much bigger issues where we can, send our FBI agents to tackle that are actually harming Americans. Fentanyl and all this other stuff, human trafficking, just to name a couple. Sick the FBI agents on those people doing that shit. These good Amish people were some of the only ones going over there to help during the hurricane there in North Carolina, building tiny homes and stuff for these people, actually helping their neighbors. And our government is constantly attacking them. That needs to end. And if it takes a Zionist, fascist billionaire to do it, I'm all for it. Let's go. I already signed up. I already voted for it, and I'm happy it's happening. I've got no complaints. I don't care what he believes in his head. I just don't care. It doesn't matter. Whatever ist or ism that he's all for, who cares? If you don't like Elon Musk, don't buy a Tesla. Don't support him. But to make up all this stuff and to muddy the waters with all these labels and accusations with fascism and Nazi and Zionism and all this shit, I don't understand this. I don't understand why people feel the need to do this stuff. There's no proof of it. None. And I touched on this a second ago, but that is the main reason, the main evidence that I see that he's doing a good job, because the scumbag politicians, especially the leftist Democrats, are screaming about it and want him to stop. We know they're thieves. We know they're corrupt. So every politician up there screaming for him to stop is a crook. Only crooks want you to stopping crime. Only crooks. Everybody else is fine with it. Yeah, go ahead. I don't give a shit. Either you don't care one way or the other. It ain't going to bother me if you stop people from stealing from the government. Or they're all for it. Yeah, hell yeah, get it done. Only the crooks want you to halt. Right? And there are a lot of them up there crying. And they're going through there. It's hilarious. And it's been a long time coming. We all know this. We all know it's been a long time coming. A lot of us have, if you're like me, you just sat back and ignored it for the last, 30 years, whatever. I don't care, blah, blah, blah. Just kept out of it. Until recently, until actually Donald Trump ran the first time and opened my eyes. And what really opened my eyes when Donald Trump ran in 2016 is how much the left and all the media attacked him and demonized him and lied about him. That's what really opened my eyes. It wasn't, Donald Trump could have actually just run and maybe he probably would have lost if they hadn't demonized him so much and attacked him so viciously. But they did, and it opened up a lot of people's eyes. But that's what opened up my eyes. And it just on this whole political thing with Donald Trump and all that. And anyway, now I see all those same crooks who screamed about what a evil, racist liar Donald Trump was back then. Now that the flashlight's shining on them, they're screaming about Elon Musk and he's got to stop and he needs to go to jail and be imprisoned and all this stuff just for exposing their crimes, just for exposing their hypocrisy, their evil deeds, the robbery of the people of the United States, the taxpayers. And we can't get our economy right. We can't fix our country. We can't do anything as long as we just continue to bleed money in these just completely wasteful ways. We should spend our money wisely. We trust these government officials, these elected politicians to be a good steward of our money and our country. And they are wasteful, more wasteful than children. And they get up there and say, oh, it's only $40 million. What are you complaining about? It's only $40 million. It's only $40 million. If I had a small portion of that, my financial worries would be over. What a huge sum of money to be unconcerned about. But it's just, it's just taxpayer money. It's their money. It's only $40 million. So what? Why are you complaining, Elon? What's the big deal? These people are so out of touch and so out of tune with us. with their constituents, with the people they're supposed to be representing. They have no idea. They have no idea how we live. Most of them have come up in these, I don't want to say rich families, but, well-to-do families. And come up through law school and all this shit. And they literally, in their early career, their mid-20s or whatever, they go from law school right into politics. And then they just spend the rest of their lives as politicians. They have no clue what it's like to be a real human being down here on the ground, working and sweating and getting a third of your check taken every week, trying to pay your bills, while they're destroying the American dollar, the value of it, inflation creeping up, drowning us. It's insane. And anybody who can support these people is insane. You're out of touch with reality. If you think that these rich, ignorant, thieving scumbags have your best interest at heart, you're I don't know. I can't wake you up. I'm not going to be able to wake you up. If you honestly believe that those people have your best interest at heart, then you're lost. I don't know what else to tell you. They have been stealing from us for decades, robbing us blind. And what really bothers me is when I look back and I think about how well our country could be doing if they hadn't robbed us blind, if they hadn't just thrown away trillions of our dollars. And not only had they just wasted it, that would be one thing, but the wastage of it has caused inflation. It's devalued our dollar. Our dollar isn't worth shit now because they've thrown so much of it away. And they've sent our jobs overseas. They've imported all this cheap labor. So I just think about what our country could be like if we had not devalued our dollar, not sent our manufacturing overseas, and not imported all this cheap labor. What if American kids still mowed lawns and shoveled snow and stuff, and then they went out and bought American stuff with that money? Supported a local shop owner, and then that shop owner bought a house, and then those construction workers bought cars, and those car manufacturers bought more houses and more local groceries, and then they had their lawns mowed and their shovel snowed by local kids, and we would be so strong and so wealthy as a country. And not only that, when you have it like that, then that dollar circulating around buys a lot more stuff because you didn't devalue it by just wasting a bunch of it. You don't need as much. You can save some. And this is what Elon Musk is attacking, this just demonic waste of our money. And it's okay. In my opinion, it's okay to question him, question everything and anything he does. But to throw these labels on him like Zionist and Nazi and all this shit, I don't understand that. You're just trying to throw salt on the dude when he is doing a good thing. Would you do that to your exterminator when he came over? No, you'd let him do his job and you'd let him go and go back after he was done. And then you decide, did he do a good job? Yes or no? If he did do a good job, then was he so offensive to you that you wouldn't hire him again, even though he did a good job? So that's how this should go too. If Elon Musk does a good job, then we decide whether we should hire him again. If not, maybe he'll do such a good job we won't need him again for another 150 years. Maybe it'll be somebody else down the road one day. And people will be calling him a Zionist and a Nazi and a whateverist. So, in my opinion right now, Elon Musk is doing a fantastic job. He is doing exactly what I wanted him to do. Exactly. Donald Trump is doing exactly what I wanted him to do. The only thing that I would say about Trump is boost the deportation numbers. I expected higher numbers there, but you got to take what you can get. He's deporting them, so I'm not knocking him. I'm just saying that, you know, I was hoping for more. This is what I expected, but I was kind of holding out hope for more, for bigger numbers there in the deportation area. But they're doing fantastic jobs. They're doing exactly what we wanted them to do, exactly what we hired them to do. And now we're at the point where only time is going to tell. Time is going to tell whether they did a good job or they did a bad job. Were they heroes or were they villains? Because they're already in there. So all this fascist and all this other shit, it's too late for that. It's too late. And it's unprovable. It's all just theories about what you think Elon Musk might be. I don't care. I don't care what he is, honestly. I just care what he's going to do, what he's doing. When they walk out of there and shut the door behind him, what did they accomplish while they were in there? That's all I care about. And I'll leave you there with that. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and comment. If you'd like to support the channel by becoming a member, I'll leave that link down in the description, or you can head over to the channel page and become a member that way. If you'd like to support the channel directly, you can do so by clicking on that super thanks button down there. Or you can head over to Buy Me a Cup of Coffee and buy me a cup of coffee. Thank you to those of you who do that. I sincerely appreciate it. If you're interested in Gen X gear like this, we can fix stupid, but it's gonna hurt. I love that. If you're interested in Gen X gear, you can head over to Redbubble and check out what we have over there. Gen X Thinks and Gen X branded stuff. I'll leave that link down in the description too. If you can't or don't want to support the channel in any of those ways, you can always do so by sharing these videos on your social media. That helps out a lot. Thank you very much to those of you who do that. I sincerely appreciate it. If you have any ideas for future episodes of Gen X Things, please put those down in the comments. Or you can email us, and the email is genxthinks@gmail.com. And as always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one.